Hi there, this is Book of Mormon Reader, and I'm just thrilled to make a video response to the eagerly awaited first edition of Santora57's treatment of the Book of Mormon. And I would like to first say I thank you. I thank you for your lovely compliments. I enjoyed your cool music. I loved the sounds. I wasn't quite sure what to expect when I got your little message that you had completed your first week's, I don't know what you want to call it, an expose or treatment of it. And I would like to see you. I would like to see you talking. And sometimes it's hard to get your take on things if I can't see what you look like. So that would just be a little suggestion. I would love to see you as you talk. I love the graphic, but there's really quite nothing about looking into a person's eyes and getting a little feel for, you know, where they're going, what their intent is or whatever. So I do hope that, you know, I don't have any of those fancy things. I just have my webcam and my heart and my knowledge, and I hope that's enough that I can give you a healthy response. There were some things that I really agreed with you about. I agreed with you that we should be on a beach somewhere. I haven't roasted a pig on a beach, but that sounds like that might be kind of fun. I'm glad you like my jewelry. I love wearing jewelry, and I'll give you a little close-up on this necklace. So thank you for noticing my other one. Let's see. I have to say, for what I was really expecting, I wasn't coming out, you know, with my dukes up or whatever thing, but I was expecting to get out my scuba equipment. But instead, you took me snorkeling instead of getting into something of a little bit more meat. And I suppose that if you aren't doing a serious study of it, then that's just the way that it's going to have to be. But I was really looking forward to something with a little bit more meat and a little bit more depth. And if I may offer, I'm not sure what you're using as a text. I know that these are offered for free, the Book of Mormon on Mormon.org, and I do recommend that anybody within the sound of my voice who does not have a copy of this, that you procure a copy for free and follow along with this. But there is something interesting about, I'm not sure if every copy does this or not, but at the bottom of this, sometimes it takes up nearly half the page. It gives you complete cross-references with the Bible. Now, just for as a matter of sort of information, we believe in 4 standard works: the Bible, the Old Testament, the New Testament, the Book of Mormon, and the Doctrine and Covenants / Pearl of Great Price. And the Book of Mormon we put in what we call a triple combination, like this. And the Bible we have separately. The Old Testament and the New Testament. And as I hold them in my hands like this, we consider this to be a fulfillment of the prophecy in Ezekiel that talks about the 2 sticks, the stick of Joseph and the stick of Judah. And so it's kind of hard for me to know that you don't have all the same tools that I have, and I would like you to get all the same tools, because there's a great topical guide here, there's a great index, there's a Bible dictionary, and it is just phenomenal what you can learn by cross-referencing and doing that sort of thing. So I would offer that as a resource for you, and I think it might make a little bit more interesting if we have the same kind of tools that we're playing with. Now, for your other thing about your comment about religion has no business in politics or in government, I want to offer a couple of little things here. Also, that your thing that you said about laws to oppress people, I may need to break this into 2 sections, because I don't want to sort of skim over this one. I remember having a conversation with my my stepson about rules and laws. And it's interesting how if you're looking at laws from the one side that you think they're oppressive, it's really a fascinating thing that people who want to break the laws, like speeding or stealing or doing those kinds of things, if the people that want to break the laws only want to have it apply to them to break the laws. They don't want other people to have that same freedom to break the law. No, they want to speed, but they want to make sure that everybody else keeps the law. So there's kind of a contradiction in there. And a good way to measure that is to say, well, what if everybody did that? Would that be a good thing for our society? Now, here's another fascinating point about laws and / commandments. You offered, quote, that they oppress people. But I want to offer a complete opposite, that laws actually free people. And let me give you a little story. Years ago, when I used to live in Massachusetts, I was back here in California visiting, and I borrowed my dad's car to just go to have lunch with a girlfriend, and I dropped him off at work. And at the time, he was a prosecutor for Los Angeles County, and I dropped him off in the back. And interestingly enough, as he was walking into work, the jail bus came to drop off all of the witnesses who were in prison to go and work on their cases that day. And it was just this such a dichotomy. As I dropped off my dad, bye Dad, thanks, I'll pick you up, after work or whatever, because he let me borrow his car. And I'm just getting ready to go have the greatest day with a girlfriend, going to have lunch and shopping, and while I was anticipating this wonderful day, here this jail bus pulls up, and all the inmates got off, and they're shackled at their feet, shackled at their hands, and it was such a rude awakening to me, and it made my heart sink. Not for me, for them. That they made such choices by using their free agency to make such choices. In effect, they stripped themselves of all of their freedoms. So the very laws that you're saying oppress people, when you keep them, keep you free. And when you look at laws as blessings and opportunities for personal growth, personal discipline, you look at it in a whole different way, and you gain a whole new appreciation and understanding for not only the laws of the land, but the commandments from God. Now, here's another interesting thing. When, for example, a person understands the laws of physiology, their body, and they understand and completely break all those laws, and they get slovenly and obese, and they're like become a slave to addictive substances and sugars and things like that, and they just become this completely out of proportion, morbidly obese person. Are they happy? Are they healthy? Have they been oppressed? Or did they use their agency to oppress themselves? Whereas, by contrast, another person who understands those same laws, but oppresses, as you say, or disciplines themselves, then they're fit, they're happy, and they're more free, aren't they? So, maybe just another little tweak on how to look at laws that you might think oppress. Now, let me address another, one more segment to your, as a rebuttal, as an offering. And I'm going to stop this at this point, and I'm going to make a part 2. So thank you for staying with me, and I do thank you for your visual and mental stimulation. I appreciate you taking the time. Thank you. I'm Book of Mormon Reader.